Now you're small. Now you're big. Does that? Can you see that as well? That he's bigger. No.
Kept you waiting.
Welcome to episode 7 of Casual Mode, your weekly jaunt into the news and happenings of the world we're interested in. I'm Dan, and here's the guy that takes 6 hours to look surprised. It's Carl.
Hiya.
Hello, mate. Joining us today, it's the four-eyed favourite, the tall boy, the connoisseur of the downstairs toilet, the big, old, lovable bastard. It is Ethan. Hi, mate.
Evening, gentlemen.
How are you?
I'm really good. All the better for seeing you two.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
It's been
My
a hot
chair
minute.
makes quite... I've just started squirming around in my chair with excitement, and it makes quite a bit of noise, so I'm going to have to sit still.
That's okay. We can reduce that with AI. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to hear an interesting story to kick us off? Football-related.
Yeah.
Do you
Bit
know
of an
the story?
oxymoron for me, that. Interesting and football-related, but, you know.
Football-related. Yeah. Do you know the story about Quincy Promes?
No.
Do you know who he is, Carl?
Dutch footballer.
Yeah, so 3 years ago, he was lighting up Euro 2020, and he was linked with Man U. Now he's exiled in Dubai, fighting a jail sentence for cocaine smuggling and stabbing his cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
Playing
basically
seven aside.
Yeah, started in 2017, so he was at Spartak Moscow, and he basically got into the title. He was named Russia's Footballer of the Year. He got 50 million quid moved to Ajax, and then recorded a rap track with Memphis Depay. Great start. All going really well for him. Then after that, he learns that his cousin stole a €3,000 necklace from his aunt. Then he flew into a rage at family barbecue, grabbed a knife, and started stabbing his cousin in the thigh. He was only stopped from killing him by his own father. Later that day, his dad phoned him, and he was screaming at him, apparently, going, "Why'd you jump in front of him? You saved his life. I would have killed him. My loyalty is to my aunt. Whoever steals from her, I will kill." But he didn't realise that the police were recording the call. So the reason that the police were recording the call was because... Hold on, let me get to the point. So he got arrested over the stabbing a few months later, but he then left the Netherlands to go to Spartak Moscow again, because Russia doesn't have an extradition treaty with the Netherlands. So when he's there, after the attempted murder of his cousin, and he's still wanted for that, it then turns out the reason that they were phone tapping him was he was wanted for drug trafficking. So they caught him and an accomplice smuggling 1.3 kilogram or 1,300 kilograms of cocaine by
Jesus
boat
Christ.
and disguising the drugs as sea salt. So it was worth £65 million, and they charged him for it. So he gets a total of 7 years jail time for stabbing his cousin and smuggling coke, but he literally didn't care. He just left the country, and then now he's holed up in Russia, where he's literally untouchable. And apparently he's like doing bits for Spartak Moscow as well.
No, he's left now. He went to Dubai.
Yeah, I know. So now he's in Dubai, but his lawyer basically said, "Don't go because you're going to get arrested." Within days, he got arrested at Dubai's airport, trying to flee their country after a hit and run accident in Dubai. So then Spartak have ripped his contract up, and then Quincy is banged up in a really bad prison in Dubai. He's forced to share a cell with 25 other people while the rest of the prison boils in the desert heat. And then the Netherlands are still demanding that he's deported home. Then he gets out. Russian authorities intervened at a high level and got his release on bail. And apparently it wasn't just the Kremlin trying to do that. It was international teammates like Depay were coming out in support of him. So you don't know who he is. And then he adds, "I'm also friends with Dani Alves and Benjamin Mendy. I've never had any questions about them before." Leave it there. The only other time was he turned up in a corporate seven-a-side tournament playing for a team in Dubai. So he stayed in Dubai and basically is now just in an absolute mad situation where he can't play professionally. So he's just like doing corporate games.
Can you see my
Was
camera?
he playing for? I mean, he's probably doing all right off corporate games, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, I'd be doing okay. Banging him in for, I don't know, like AFC Ajax, AFC whatever, I don't know.
Can you see my camera?
AFC Marks and Spencers, I don't know. Vinnie Jones.
Me machine.
What a film.
He's in prison in Dubai playing seven-a-side football for the Dubai prison team.
That's what's happening. Mental.
So funny.
Crazy.
I saw a tweet the other day that was no one's talking about this real #Barclaysman, and it was a picture of Santiago Munez from goal. You ever seen that classic?
Yeah. That was classic. There's a
You've
few
not
like
seen
that.
Goal, Carl? Come on.
Sorry.
Where did you go from Newcastle to Madrid?
Real Madrid, mate, with that horrible footage of Beckham and all
Beckham with when he had the mullet. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Ethan. We've got some questions for you. The same questions that we asked Laurie last week. First one. Top 3 dinner guests, dead or alive. Shoot.
that. I was thinking about this, and one of the first things that came into my head was, if I invite like Hideo Kojima, does his translator count as second person?
No, I'll allow it.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to invite. I'm not going to invite him anyway because initially I was going to have Hideo Kojima, George Lucas, and then Kanye West or something like that.
That's a
And
mix, that.
Yeah, and then I thought, I'm going to invite Dominic Monaghan, Billy Boyd, and Elijah Wood, because you know when they all meet up and go and they put those like posts on Instagram of like the hobbits having like a fucking pint and all that.
Every
And
week now.
I think to
as well.
myself, oh, I'd love to be there, wouldn't you? Having a little
Wouldn't you be
pint
too
with the
tall?
hobbits.
It would be too tall.
Well, I've sat down, sit down.
I could be an extra.
You could put shoes on his knees.
Yeah. So sorry, Sean Astin, but he doesn't seem to be on a level as the rest of them because he's got a family and all, hasn't he? So
Yeah, he's he's let himself go as well, and he was in Stranger Things, did bits in that. Bob in that, I think, and he was alright. But
yeah.
apart from that,
Stepdad.
I do. Yeah, stepdad, yeah.
I mean,
Got
he's
the
doing,
stepdad
he's doing as much, if not more, as the others. Really, but it's probably Elijah Wood who's doing the most. I'm looking forward to seeing that Billy Boyd and Dom Monaghan, like Billy and Dom Eat the World TV show that's coming out.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
looks really good.
Their
I'm gonna
podcast
watch
was
that.
good as well.
Yeah, the Friendship Onion or whatever.
Yeah, it's alright. It's decent.
So there you go.
One's
I'm looking
aged
at
better than the other one. Like,
Dom,
massively.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Okay, there we go. Hobbit dinner. Favourite game of all time?
Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time. Boring ass answer, but you know,
It's not boring. Cultured.
it's the answer.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the answer. Good. Favourite football team?
Liverpool Football Club, mate.
Football club. Load of
L.
shit.
can I just quickly?
Very
you see
good.
that? Yeah.
Did you literally just go and try and like rattle around?
No, I got it from close storage. I'm gonna put that next to me instead.
Close to the edge. Favourite bit of tat that you own? What have you got?
I brought something with me, gentlemen. I've
Ooh.
got a lot. I have a lot of tat. I've got Phantom Menace Koosh balls. I've got Phantom Menace Koosh balls, mate.
That's all you need to know.
So I've got a lot of good quality tat, but I don't have a lot in the flat with me. A lot of it's mum and dad's. Mercifully, they've let me store stuff and not just binned it all. But I brought from EGX last year. I saw that there's an indie game called Judaro that I played at EGX last year, and it's like this folk, like this top-down action game based on Scottish folklore, but all of the elements of the game are like hand molded, and the main character is like a Hulk Hogan fucking wrestling figure with like clay on its head and shit. But if
Wow.
if you beat the boss in the demo EGX last year, he gave me a fucking actual coin that's from, I think it's actually from the game. It just looks like
It's pretty cool.
it looks like just
Oh wow.
a mess of fucking clay.
Is that
But,
Metapod? No.
Yeah,
It does look like an actual Metapod.
it
You might be the mother of
Like,
dragons.
it looks like a horrible gargled face that's like meshed out of Play-Doh, but that's kind of like the whole horrible style of I say horrible, it's like weird, trippy style of the game. That was the sticker as well. So that's like the sort of style of stuff.
Oh,
but
Jesus.
that game just came out as well, so I thought it'd be cool to... The game came out last week, I realised today. So I thought I'd get that out and show you that as well. So there you go.
I like coins and keep like certain coins. Like, do you remember what game do you reckon that's from?
God of War?
Show me the front a bit more.
It's tricky, to be fair.
Got Fire Emblem, is it?
Octopath.
Oh, I was on the right
No.
track.
Yeah, similar.
No.
And then I've got classic old Star Wars one, Boba Fett. There he is.
Oh, that's cool. You used to get little coins with the figures, do you remember?
And yeah, exactly. And then I've got just a yes or no, just in case I want to be a bit like. Shall I give this coin to Ethan? Dropped it. Meant no. Meant no then.
We can edit that out.
Favourite bit of tat. Favourite film or TV show, Ethan?
Blade Runner's my favourite film. Blade Runner.
Lovely.
Yeah. Oh, I like Blade Runner. Yeah, Blade Runner. TV show. Don't know. No, I don't. I can't really. I don't really like the TV show question because it's like Game of Thrones or like fucking X on the Beach. You know what I mean? I watch both of them. It's like it's not even the same.
Yeah, but you got to rank them, haven't you?
I will
They
say,
can't be in the same conversation.
Yeah.
For Ethan, you never know.
No, they can't be. One is like you can enjoy it. The other one is like an experience.
You been drinking wine?
I don't want you to tell me which one's which because
Slurring his fucking words.
the listeners can think of that themselves. Yeah, say Blade Runner, the original director's cut.
I watched that for the first time in February of this year. And
What did you think?
I loved it. Really loved it. I'm stupid for not watching it years and years ago. And I'm yet to watch Gosling's version.
Again,
Follow up.
amazing as well. Recommend it.
Denny makes a good film, doesn't he? Best snack and drink for a Saturday evening, please.
Saturday night, I'm in front of the telly. I'll have a nice little glass of red, same as Laurie, I think. He said the same, didn't he?
He did say glass of red. What type of red, though? Any specifics, or are you not really fussed?
Don't know, Malbec or a Cabernet Sauvignon or whatever it is. I like it. An inky red, mate.
We like an inky red.
Usually get that, that Diablo, Casiero Diablo, whatever from Tesco.
They sponsored United.
Yeah, I know. They say he is a legend. That's why I brought it up. That's why every time I pick it up.
That is. That's
It's
so
fucking
funny.
amazing, mate. When I pick it up, I go, they say he's a legend. But, yeah. Have you seen that Michael Owen Chopper advert?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
It's
have
so
we
funny.
seen that? Like,
There's some great Michael Owen gaming content out there for everyone as well. I think it's like Michael Owen Soccer Challenge on N64.
I've got it.
You got it?
I've fucking got it.
Have you completed it?
No, of course not. It's shit.
He pops up
Gigs, though.
twice. He pops up twice in the entire game, I think. At the start, when he goes, "Welcome to Michael Owen's challenge," and then at the end, if you beat it, he goes, "You have completed Michael Owen's challenge." Might not even be on the N64 version that either, because it was a video, so I don't even know. Maybe you got like a fucking it's like an N64 port of a PlayStation game, and it's just it's
just less.
It's just a solid like screen grab of the video with the text at the bottom.
You haven't said snack?
Olives. I'll get some olives to go with my wine as well. Yeah,
Good shout.
Gotta be done on it.
That's a cultured response. I love an olive.
Yeah, I love
like
olives. Yeah.
Okay, mystery question. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Okay. Where are they?
Mystery to you as well, is it? Yeah.
It is mystery to me.
Seemingly.
Okay, 2 questions I'm going to ask you. One is going to be LFC related, and one's going to be a random one.
Okay.
Okay. If you had to swap voices with a cartoon character for 1 week, who would you pick?
Oh, that'd be fun. The first one that came into my head was either someone from like Quagmire was the first one that came to my head. For some reason. I don't,
That's suspicious.
I wouldn't want that. But maybe like probably a SpongeBob character, just because they're some of the most
Gary
recognised. But like probably Squidward actually, because I think that would just be funny.
Yeah, Squidward's voice would be pretty decent. Okay, and next one. Who do you think would make the better Bond villain? Who do you think would make the better Bond villain? Steven Gerrard or Virgil van Dijk?
I'd say Gerrard, because when you were saying the question then, fucking hell, you are a Liverpool. You look like a Liverpool supporter.
Up the Reds.
Yeah. I thought the question was going to be who would be the best Bond villain on the Liverpool squad, and I was going to say Van Dijk would be a good one.
Okay.
Just because he's kind of like, Simicast maybe.
Simicast would be well better, to be fair. Like.
Yeah. But I feel like the foreign baddie has been done before, and Van Dijk's quite a tall, imposing
Monica Bellucci
character.
Different vibe. No, okay.
Maybe Monica Bellucci's the goodie, isn't she?
Yeah,
but she's a foreign baddie.
I tell you what, she's a bad guy. Monica. Oh, right. I didn't even get that. That's
the wine. Sorry,
it's a foreign baddie. Oh my god.
Eva Green.
Foreign baddie.
Eva Green. Is Eva Green?
She's French.
Not English.
No,
she's proper French. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Monica Bellucci is a baddie in the new Beetlejuice film. In both senses of the word, she's a baddie, but she's shit. She's fuck all in the film. I don't know why she's in it.
Bit weird.
I think she's going out with Tim Burton or something, and like
Probably
people are saying that she's obviously just he put her in the film so he could go out with her or something. Which, to be fair, I would do the same thing. So fair enough to him. I'll say Steven Gerrard because it would be funny.
Can we have your best Scouse accent going? Mr. Bond, I've been expecting you in Steven Gerrard's voice.
I'm not going to do that because
why not?
Yeah, I don't want. I'm not going to do that.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Go on, Carl.
Yeah, Mr. Bond. yeah, of course, Mr. Bond.
That sounds more like someone who's like a waiter for Mr. Bond.
Yeah, like a Scouse bank manager.
A Scouse Q would be good.
A Scouse Q would be. Seen this watch, lad? Okay. Speaking of watching, we've all watched this week as there's been a Switch 2 hardware leak. It pretty much feels real. I've shared an article with you guys from Eurogamer.net. Specs and form factor came into focus, but system capabilities remain a mystery. It looks the same. It's not. Nintendo haven't Nintendo'd it, which I'm pretty happy with. Looks like they've just made the same thing. Not a bad thing. Carl.
One thing that you've not highlighted in this list of links is that apparently they have patented a 24 gigahertz device, which I read that people were guessing could be almost like a Switch U handheld, where the actual base unit has all the performance in, and you've got another handheld which is basically just a dumb client which you can go to the toilet and carry on playing. But yeah,
it's not time for Carl's nerdy corner yet. Can we get to that in a bit?
People thought that's what the original Switch was going to be, wasn't it? Like it would have basically. Do you remember those like Nvidia fucking? It looks like a car battery, but you just plug it into your laptop or something, and it's like a graphics card. It's
the eGPUs.
Yeah, like a portable.
That's the future, though. That's the future.
Yeah, but if people thought it was going to be
the
like
expansion pack.
Like that.
Yeah. In essence, that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How seamless is that transition though? Because obviously, if you plug your Switch in, it's like an instantaneous thing on the telly. Like how quick is if I plugged it into a base unit and it's playing? Say if I'm outputting at 1080p on my handheld and then I slap it in on the telly and I want that instant thing, but it's got to be 4K because surely there's got to be a initializing. Like there's got to be like even if it's like 5 seconds, it's not good enough. You know what I mean? I think that's part of the fucking gimmick. Is you
get that with PS5 and Xbox now. Whenever you boot a game up, it moves from 1080p to 4K, doesn't it?
This is a hardware difference though. So this is basically rather than using like the A GPU. So in the Switch, you've got the Tegra, whatever it's called. It's 7 years old now. But effectively, these devices now, even like on the ROG Ally, you can have like an eGPU plugged in, and so basically you're using the APU as a CPU, and then you plug in like a really high powered graphics card as like an add-on, and then you plug that into your monitor. Like, it's a massive performance boost immediately. I think it's the way.
APU. That's what I was thinking about when you said that. What's an APU?
I don't know what it stands for. I think it's an
Processing
APU
unit.
has a CPU and a GPU in one.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you got the compute and the graphics.
PU.
There we go.
That's equal as shit patter as the Monica Bellucci thing.
I'm gonna Google it quickly
Dan.
so I can seem like I know what I'm talking about.
You Google, I'll confirm what Eurogamer.net said there definitely isn't the case. So,
Google says Apuna Hashipima Petalon.
no, that's not right. So based on the prototype leak, Switch 2 has twin USB-C ports, top and bottom. Zhao Ningzi suggests the top one may be for peripherals, including an external camera, while our own John Lineman suggests a use case for charging while in tabletop play. It also has a micro SD card slot, which we kind of thought would be the case anyway. We'd hope it supports the latest and greatest formats to allow for bandwidth-heavy games to run. Otherwise, you're reliant on 256 gigabytes of UFS 3.1 storage contained therein. Cartridges are supported too, with strong hints that the original Switch media is also supported. Interesting.
That'd be good.
So kind of like positioned it as a question, but what do we actually want from the Switch 2? So I'm going to come to Mr. Nintendo, Ethan, and say what's going to float your boat for the next console. Is there anything specifically you want to see from it?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like just this, really. Fucking sick of talking about it, to be honest. I'm glad that this leak's pretty real, because as soon as this gets dropped, it's going to be Switch 3 fucking leaks. Like, it's knocking me sick at this point, isn't it with views? Like, the leak shit. Fucking shut up.
It's just
get it out so we
it
can just
every
be
week.
done with it.
Yeah.
But I want it to be, I think, just more of the same. Looking at those renders that you said, Dan, they're pretty samey, aren't they? I think there's a slightly different rail situation going on, so it's a bit more hard-wearing, and then on the back, and obviously there's better screen real estate as well, which is great. Is the screen OLED or not? It's not, is it?
Nope.
No.
But the leaks is LCD.
Yeah.
That's
Strange.
like Dennis Nedry.
Jurassic Park.
Can I say the magic word?
I'm fine with that, because I didn't get a Switch OLED, but if you got a Switch OLED, then you fucked it, haven't you, really? Because one of the games that they were showing on... what was it? There was one of the games that they showed at the Indie Partner Showcase, and I remember thinking, that'll look great on the Switch OLED, but it comes out around the time of the Switch 2, so it was... Well, you would think it would be like early 2025, whatever. So if it's going to be... There's a game where we were talking about it being a Switch 2 launch title, and I was thinking, but that would pop on the OLED, so, like, yeah, if you have an OLED and you go into it, it might be a bit rough for you, but, yeah, I mean, obviously it could be a bit more interesting, like, but with the fuck-ups they've had in the past, I think just go Switch 2. I'm excited or interested to see what they do with the name as well. I feel like you just got to call it Switch. I think you actually have to call it Switch 2 now, because even Switch Pro or Switch Advance, like everyone's saying Switch Pro, Switch Advance, even those two are too samey, like too iterative rather than a full-on sequel. I honestly think they've got to, or successor rather. I think they've just got to call it Switch 2. To be honest, at this point.
I mean, the rumours of the power of the device being, I think, aligned to like the PS4 Pro, which
That'd be good.
to me sounds great. Oh yeah, that was a great looking console. So if it's pumping out Mario at that frame rate, and yeah, which I think you've noted on here, mate, you've said you want a high refresh rate, so Switch 1 games run at a better quality.
That would be good. So, like, let's say, for example, Tears of the Kingdom, which can be a bit choppy. I mean, I've overclocked my Switch recently, and so I'm getting better. I'm getting better frames out of my Switch at the cost of battery life, but like it's still not great.
Get closer to the mic, Carl. That was the symbol.
Oh, I thought that was me to tell me to shut up.
I think you're doing a VAR check.
I was doing it. Hold on.
Sorry. Yeah, no. So I think I'll cut this out now. I'll just do another clap like every fucking week.
You just gotta go like that, Dan.
I'll do it. Yeah, that's fine.
You gotta go like.
Every week.
Yeah. LCD rate, fine.
What?
Refresh rate. That's what you're talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the refresh rate. So I'm playing. I've just started playing Tears of the Kingdom because I'm late to the game, and it's a bit sluggish. I've overclocked my Switch, which is great, and it helps me get like a little bit of extra performance out of it at the cost of battery life. But yeah, it's not great. So if you could play the old games from the previous generation at a higher refresh rate, because the screen is a higher quality with like 120 hertz, that would be good if it's LCD. But otherwise, just going from OLED for the current generation back down to LCD is pretty rubbish. So there's got to be some gain to be had, I think.
Yeah, I think like to Ethan's point before, it's great seeing renders and getting drip-fed information about it, but Nintendo announced it months ago now, and it's getting to the point where if it's rumoured for March next year, so that's the same month, wasn't it? I think that the original Switch was released in. Then just bloody do it. Just show us it. Show us what games we're going to get with it. Get us excited, and please stop me from wanting a PS5 Pro so that I save my hard-earned cash for a Switch 2 instead. That's all I want.
How much
what game's going to
cost though? Like 400 or something?
Nah, I reckon 350.
How much
max.
was the Switch? 280.
Yeah, when it came out, it was 350 as well. Was it? I want to say it was.
I don't think it was that much because I can't remember it being over 300 quid. I swear it was like 280 or something like that. That's a good question.
Switch original price UK 2021.
280. Yeah.
260.
Well,
yeah.
the current Steam Deck lowest tier is £262. Pounds.
Yeah, but the 32 gig one, like, what's the fucking
No,
point?
64 gig. It's still very small. It's got SD card slot though, but
yeah,
and that's LCD. So
you're buying the Switch for Nintendo games, though. That's the thing, isn't it?
yeah, but you can play Nintendo games on the Steam Deck, can't you, Dan?
You can't.
Excuse me.
You show me the videos of you playing it on Steam Deck, and it's choppier than the bloody Mersey.
Are you messing?
No, it's horrendous. They look awful. When you've shown me the videos,
they don't play awful. So
I think it's to do with the emulation,
honestly,
though, isn't it? Like it's difficult to emulate Nintendo games because obviously
it's not.
the hardware is always proprietary.
No, it's not because it's not. That's not true because the Switch
be illegal.
No, the Switch. Yeah, exactly. The Switch has got an ARM processor, which is severely underclocked to help with battery life. So the Switch itself, I'm gonna get fucking taken down by the police. The Switch itself can emulate the Switch to as good of a level as the Switch can play natively when you're emulating it with the higher clock speeds that the Tegra chip is capable of, which is ridiculously funny, but it's true.
Okay.
How much
Steam
battery
Deck
life you getting out of it though on Tears of the Kingdom?
Oh, you get
like half an hour or something?
You get less. You will get less because you're pushing the chip harder to do that. But the point is that you can do it, and the Steam Deck is a much more capable device because it's a much newer device. So,
is it illegal to tamper with your own property once purchased? You can fuck about with it, surely.
I think there are. It's like a grey area. I mean, any games that I have, so it's fine. And if I choose to emulate them, I think I'm allowed to do that.
I think you're allowed to emulate games, but you have to have the ROM. You have to have the ROM yourself, don't you? So it's a question of how do you acquire that ROM? Because often, if you buy some indie game developers, for instance, that develop like Game Boy games or things like that now, even when they've developed Game Boy games in the modern day, they will give you the ROM to the game, the ROM file, I think,
That's very good. That's very
so then
good.
you can just do what you want with it. Like I think the Rugrats game that came out, the one that looked like an NES game. I think the developers gave you the files and stuff so that if you wanted to like homebrew it on an NES or whatever, you could do it.
That's better.
But like, yeah, I think acquiring the ROM is the issue, isn't it? Obviously, that's where certain people commit certain acts that we cannot and will not
Definitely not
endorse ever.
No.
Ronald McDonald.
Nintendo is extremely litigious, and we would never ever encourage that behaviour.
They're not watching this podcast. Tell you who else isn't, Sony. So Sony have announced that there is a state of play this evening, actually. So we're recording. Well, it's now 9:45. So it's in an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm probably going to stay up and watch it. Seems to be a horrendous amount of rumours, including Bloodborne Kart, which...
That was a joke, surely.
Yeah. It's a fucking casual podcast, Carl. I was trying to
Sorry.
make a joke. But one thing that does seem to have leaked is just a list of games where it looks as if it's in either Chinese or Japanese. I can't remember what it was that Max shared before. It looks like you've got Astro Bot, some sort of DLC coming for it. The Last of Us Part 1 looks like it's going to be coming to PS Plus. Shredder's Revenge looks like DLC for the Turtles. Side-scrolling game that looks like it's coming to PS Plus. There's quite a few different games. Alan Wake 2 as well looks like it's coming to PS Plus.
Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Ghost of Tsushima 2. Yeah, that's not on the list, but yeah, fine. But what
It is.
What,
It's on the second link you put.
second link, is it? Where?
Yeah, on Game Rant.
GameRant.com. Let's find it. I don't know if it will. So drowning in rumours. So saying Ghost of Tsushima 2. We know about Lego Horizon Adventures. We know about Until Dawn remake. Remasters of Gravity Rush 2. What, if anything, are you two interested in? I don't think you've got a PS5, have you, Ethan?
No, I haven't got a PS5.
Dan's still on one.
I know. I was
Should be
thinking
on.
that when you said before, but do you know what? I hate the design of it so much that I'm not going to buy one. I'm not having that in my front room. You can get fucked. I fucking hate how it looks. Honestly, it's doing me head in. Do you not think?
It is horrible. I've got
I've
it
said
under
it
my
1,000 times before, but I honestly, actually, genuinely think that when they were designing it, they were going, I want to impose myself on your home. Like I want to make you. I want to
Needs
make
to be a
myself
show centerpiece.
Yeah, like I honestly think the designer's looking at it and going, I need to make this like the equivalent of an air fryer in a kitchen. Like it has to be like cumbersome in some way, and you can't. There's no way to not be looking at it. Like it's so fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
You hate it,
It
don't you?
I hate. I don't mind the one. I do mind it. I think it looks. I think it looks terrible. It's because of how big it is as well.
It's good though, It's really good.
The controller's great. Like the controller's fantastic, and
Big time.
I do want one other than that. Like obviously I jest and jibe, but I would like to have a PS5. If I was going to get, I don't have an Xbox either, but if I was going to get one of them, I'd get a PS5. But
What's
One
cheaper
game that
then?
What?
What's cheaper?
What?
What you selling? What's cheaper?
I don't know. I've got everything there. I'll do a deal for you. Literally in the corner.
I don't have the money to make these deals at the moment.
Come
But,
on,
I mean,
Ethan,
when we
come
discuss
on,
my
Ethan. £1 PS5.
when we discuss my fee, once we finish recording, maybe that
Throw
can
that
be
in.
like part of it maybe.
Well, one game that you can definitely play on PS5, or you will be able to, is the Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered, which
Legacy of Kain.
is fucking sick. So I'm very happy about that.
Didn't the writer of Uncharted have something to do with those games? Or am I thinking?
I don't know. It was the writer of Uncharted or one of the BioShock.
Amy Hennig, is it?
Was it Amy Hennig? Let me check. What was that?
I don't know. Yeah, Legacy of Kain series, Amy Hennig.
There you go.
Mad, that, isn't it?
She knows what she's doing.
There you go. Learn something new every day, don't you, folks?
It's like an action adventure game. If people haven't played it, but I absolutely loved it when I was a kid, so I'm looking forward to playing that. If I get a Final Fantasy IX remaster or remake, I'll be very, very happy. That's been long rumoured, but wouldn't make sense based on Final Fantasy VII remastered, remake, whatever you want to call it. It still needs one more game as well, so it won't be timely. But if I could get my little VV on, I'd be very, very happy.
Do you know what would be really good?
Go on.
Considering, what's coming next year. SingStar Oasis.
SingStar Oasis.
Oasis Rock Band would be...
Rock Band.
Oh, that would be very
Do you know
good.
that, like, the press tour for Beatles Rock Band was fucking elite, mate? Did
Was it?
the Ringo and, like, I don't know why I'm doing that, or, that Randy Orton video?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I saw a picture of... this is my specialty, by the way, is derailing a fucking podcast. So enjoy the longest episode that you've had.
That's why we enjoy it.
The Beatles rock band, like Ringo and Paul, were like fairly involved as far as I know. Like they actually were looking at the game and shit like that.
Mad.
Good game.
An Oasis rock band would be good. I know like Paul's Hofner bass is an iconic instrument. Do Oasis have like an iconic instrument? Noel has like a.
Remember the guitar with the Union Jack?
Stratocaster, doesn't he? Yeah.
Union Jack. I think it's an Epiphone.
Is it?
I don't know. Is it? Are you just picking up a guitar? Is that a Riviera?
It's an Epiphone Riviera P93.
Who played that famously?
Carl, mate.
Carl Hughes.
It wasn't Carl Hughes.
Yeah.
It was. He was
It was Carl Hughes.
the guitarist from The Strokes.
Do you think that I'm stupid that I thought that was a Les Paul when you held it up? Like, does that look a bit like a Les Paul? Or am I stupid?
It does,
Like,
but it's
the bottom
less
of it-
less accentuated.
It looks nothing like a Les Paul.
It's a guitar, so I mean, God.
But yeah, it's just a three-wheeler, or is it a Land Rover?
Like my knowledge of guitars is the one from the Tenacious D film where it's
blind
this
spot.
woman's split legs when they're playing Master Exploder, and then also when you select your guitar in Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. So if
Good
it's
game.
not like a massive skeleton body thing, then it'll be like a Fender Stratocaster or whatever.
Yeah, I've got a Fender Strat. I like the Fender
Have you?
Strat. Yeah,
You ever played in the Zanzibar?
I have. I played in Zanzibar. Played in the cabin.
Tell us
Played
more,
everywhere,
Dan.
mate. Played loads. No, I'm not going to tell you anything.
Echo
Don't deserve
Arena?
it. No,
No.
not played there.
M&S?
I played in M&S, mate. Yeah.
He's had a
Big
tinkle
time.
on that little piano outside John Lewis and Jurassic Park.
Or playing, I don't know, like Scouse House. Do you believe in love after love? Yeah.
He was one of the builders in a flash mob at Christmas in L1.
Did I ever tell you that my cousin, who's actually now deceased, was like a Scouse DJ?
Can't make a joke about that.
Yeah. What was the name? Oh, like, do they have a DJ name? Sorry.
DJ Hypersonic.
Wow.
He was a
That's
proper
pretty-
DJ.
It's pretty generic.
He's dead now.
Pretty good.
so-
Pretty good. Good though.
DJ not here
Not
anymore.
that they're dead. The fact that the name was a good name. Sorry.
Right.
Right. Rest in peace. You brought it up, Carl. So you need to move this on because you.
Yeah.
I was
Rest
like
in peace.
my face when you brought that up. I was like from the last thing
Yeah.
we spoke about. I was like this,
People
and
think
I
we're
didn't
being
want to. I
insensitive
didn't
now.
want to just be like,
I think, oh, that's a dead person, Carl. Oh, fucking
yeah,
hell.
but I had to like naturally like not smile about it. Rest in
What's
peace.
next, Dan? Expensive
So we've
stuff.
got expensive stuff. So the PS5 Pro that we are all aware of anyway, that's stupidly expensive at what, £700 without
Yeah.
the disc drive. Got a very, very tasty different edition this week. So it's out in November and you can pre-order it 2 days from now. So probably already by the time this podcast comes out on, I don't know, Friday evening, whenever Carl fucking puts it out, on one podcast or one platform. Apparently,
Podcasts.
the new version of the 20th, or is it 30th? Yeah, 30th anniversary model of the PS5 Pro. You can get the DualSense Edge, you can get the PS5 Slim, PS5 Pro. You can get the charging station. All of it comes in that
And the Portal.
gorgeous plate. You can get the Portal. All of them come in that gorgeous PlayStation grey with custom boxes and a load of little tat comes with it, including like cable ties and shit.
Quality.
How much do you think it is? Have you looked at the article? How much are you going to guess for the PS5 Pro?
They haven't released that yet.
They haven't, but people are starting to guess. So
Well, how much
do you
is
think
the
it's
normal
gonna
Over
Pro?
a grand. 700 quid.
be? They reckon it's going to be $1,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
What for the normal Pro just in that colour?
The Pro,
In
but
that
it comes with a
colour.
DualSense Edge as well.
No,
What?
this is just the anniversary edition.
Are you sure? I thought
So
the
Pro.
bundle
So-
came with the Pro.
No,
an
the
Edge.
Pro bundle will be well more than that.
So
The Pro
base,
bundle's going to be
Wow.
ridiculous.
a base Pro with just in grey. Basically.
In grey with that controller, which is 250 quid as it stands.
Oh,
but
so
grey as well.
it'll be like 1100 then, won't it?
At least.
Is that good, by the way? Is that like demonstrably better than the standard DualSense?
Not for two. It's not worth £250, but it's definitely worth.
What's better about it?
It's like identical in benefit to the Elite controller.
I was
Just
literally
like-
about to say, Dan, the Elite controller, there's a lot of fanfare about it, but the PlayStation 1, no one really seems to give a shit about it.
Nobody really gives a shit about it, but like,
Is
it
that
just
because the
depends
base
on-
model is better though? Because the base model of the
Yes.
PlayStation controller is so good.
Yeah, it's so much
That's
better than
a
the
good point,
Xbox.
actually, Carl. I thought it was to do with the Elite being like universal controller as well, because obviously most people use the Xbox controller for the PC. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep hold of that one just because I like Halo, and it's anniversary is coming up soon as well, so probably best selling on it then. But the PlayStation Edge is absolutely fantastic as well. Like the weight of the thing and the balance of it's really good, and I'm excited to play FIFA on that. So
Oh, you have no choice soon.
Not on it yet.
I do think the new that anniversary edition looks sick.
yeah,
But like,
Does it, though?
do you not think it looks amazing?
Right, here's a little thought experiment for you, gents. I want you to get because I
Right.
thought about this before, right? Because my initial, you all know that I'm not a fan of the PS5 design. It's all right. Like obviously, I'm having a little bit of a laugh and joke, but get the PS5 Pro, get this 30th anniversary PS5 up in front of you and have a look at it, right? You're looking at it, and this is for all the listeners at home as well, right? Get this picture in your head, or if you're driving, just close your eyes and imagine it in your mind's eye, right? So I want you to look at the controller first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got that coloured.
It's beautiful.
The coloured PlayStation logo, hasn't it?
it's the
In the
best.
centre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously the colour buttons. That looks really good, doesn't it?
It does. That
It
looks
does,
good.
yeah.
That looks
it
class.
looks really good.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. I'll have that.
Which is
that
better
looks
than that.
really good.
It
Because that's the
reminds
same
me.
in all of them.
It reminds me when I was 2 years old and you were still a twinkle in your father's eye.
Yeah. And it looks really good. I'll have that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now have a look at the actual PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Now I want you to try and think in your head that you don't know anything about PlayStation at all, right?
I don't.
So
Carry
you have no knowledge of the grey square PlayStation box or the smaller one, or getting those chipped games from your friends where it had no arc because the PlayStation thing didn't have the lockout thing, blah blah blah.
Well, the bleach
Right,
when you
look
have to clean the bottom of them.
Yeah. I used to rub banana peels on scratch discs and it fucking never worked.
Remember the sound of the PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, the clicky click?
No,
You mean all the
when you
actual boot
started
sound?
on. Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
boot
yeah.
sound. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
which this
first
doesn't
class.
have, by the way. It could easily do that as a theme, I'm guessing, but it didn't do it.
that's an extra
Oh, it doesn't
£10.
do it. Yeah. Like if you look at the colour and the design and try and think of yourself from the perspective of someone who's got no idea what PlayStation is, it looks fucking shit, doesn't it? Let's be honest. It's just all nostalgia.
It is. It is. I agree with that. But if you close your eyes, so you're looking at the picture now, still.
Yeah, I'm looking. I've turned it
So
off, but I'll get
close-
it back on. Yeah, I'm on it.
Close one eye.
Okay.
Now cover with one thumb the PlayStation logo, and the other thumb the 30th anniversary. That literally is an air conditioning unit.
It just looks like the PS5 in a worse lit room, doesn't it?
It does, or it looks like a a fridge from Blade Runner.
Mm.
It's like slightly
That makes me
different.
like it more though. So that's.
But there we go. There we go.
I love it. I think it's beautiful, to be honest.
Lads,
And I'm not into that kind of stuff.
I know what you are into.
Oh shit. Which segue is this one, Dan?
What a segue that is. Did he do it? Did he do it? Hey, did he do it? Let's talk about.
He's fucked, isn't he?
So I'm on northjersey.com, which I don't know if it's the most reliable site, but for this news story, it's pretty
It
fucking
can't
funny.
be, can it?
Let's be on it. So Sean Diddy Combs remains in federal custody. Sordid details of so-called freak-offs allegedly hosted by the entertainment mogul have emerged. Diddy was arrested and charged last week with sex trafficking, sex assault, racketeering and other charges. He hasn't done it. Numerous social media videos describe Diddy's alleged freak-off parties as multi-day sex orgies involving heavy drug use, gallons of alcohol, and large quantities of baby oil and lubricants. A video posted to social media platform by user Awkward Mama News broke down how Diddy's white parties devolved into freak-offs. Those events, according to reports, would start after his famous white parties, which attracted celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, Paris Hilton, and Mariah Carey, according to a post by Michael Kaplan of the New York Post. When the A-listers left, a more secretive, hedonistic party will begin in back rooms, featuring Diddy and a select group of friends. In the video, Michael Kaplan of the New York Times explains how the night wore on. Only a few select guests would remain for the more debauched events. Kaplan also recounts a drug dealer's testimony from one of these parties, where he allegedly witnessed male-on-male sexual activity among rappers, which shocked him. While Diddy wasn't directly involved in those acts, the dealer said the scene made him decline Diddy's offer to stay in the party. Publishers, imagine that, just your Diddy's dealer, which is a mouthful anyway.
This is getting
Everything's happening in the background, like T-Pain's just getting, allegedly, like I don't know, T-Pain was actually there. They're all kind of getting off on each other.
Where have you got T-Pain from? Is this in a tweet or something?
No, it just came in my head then. I just the first person I
was
thought.
Say T-Pain. I feel like I've not
far.
seen him named, so let's
Meek Mill's in the
there
corner.
Go, yeah, that's more of
Meek
a
Mill's in the corner.
commonly referenced one.
Yeah, reference. And then did he just go? Do you want to stay, or do you want to hang around for a bit? And the dealer's like,
Darling,
I'm all right, mate.
Let me know.
No, I'm okay. I'm all right. Meek Mill was just like running around like the greased up blue deaf guy from Family Guy.
This is the scary element of it, gents. Is it a situation of, listen, the party's about to get a little bit more freaky, if you know what I mean. So I've got a bunch of party bags by the door. You seem to be wanting to get more freaky with that lighting down.
What's in your bags, Ethan?
What's in my what?
What's in your bags?
Party bags?
Oh, there's 1,000 bottles of lube seized at this premises. So I'd imagine one of them to start with. Bit of cake
Jesus
and a bit of white party cake wrapped up in a napkin. So if it's a situation where they can go, right, all right, see you later. I'm going to go upstairs to one of these air conditioned fucking chambers or whatever the fuck he's got upstairs.
PS5 Pro.
Then that's one thing. But obviously, you know that.
Fucking expensive these, lads. Fucking hell.
He's got 20.
It just seems like there's obviously a lot of coercion and blackmail situations going on, isn't it? A lot of people being filmed, apparently, things like that. I think
that's what he's fucked for, really, isn't it? It's like the Epstein element of it, where he's basically trying to bribe people.
Well, and
then, yeah.
I mean, surely this is the interesting part of it is like most people think that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, don't they?
Yeah,
but
love how you went quiet there.
He's still alive.
Most people think that he didn't. Yeah, most people think that he didn't kill himself, right? Most people think that he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he was murdered?
Keep saying it. It's fine. The algorithm.
Most people think that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself in his cell.
So he was murdered.
The CCTV.
Yes.
I don't know how. What?
He's not dead.
He was killed, basically. Yeah. So like
we're going viral.
The CCTV video cameras outside of his cell or whatever just so happened to be malfunction. And then the guards didn't follow procedure for whatever reason on that night, in conjunction with the CCTV, whilst he's been placed on suicide watch. There's obviously a lot of stuff that happened, but the interesting thing about that is say if P Diddy dies in prison now, and it's the same thing of like, oh, the cameras didn't work, or the SD card got corrupted or whatever, and we're not using fucking Nest cameras, so they've not got the Wi-Fi, they're not blacked up to the cloud or whatever. Like, and it's all corrupted, and the guards were also fucking had like in the Mr. Bean movie when the guards like or asleep, or like the guards asleep with the fucking like honk shoeing, and then in the background the CCTV of the people coming back with like to kill him. Like if that happens as well, it makes the Jeffrey Epstein one also look like bollocks as more. Do you get what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So then it's a situation of what's going to happen, because if I was P Diddy, I'd be scared, because surely he knows so much information.
He's getting
so
got,
it's
mate. He's
mad
getting
for
got
Hollywood or whatever.
big time.
Sorry, just quickly. What if the last scene of both of them alive is with a spoon and a piece of A4 paper just digging away at the cell wall?
That would be pretty good. Where are you digging to?
Next cell.
No, he'd be more likely to fancy a game of tennis, boys. Mixed doubles.
Mixed doubles. Oh dear.
I mean, he's. It's going to be very interesting, and
So fucked.
it's the amount of it's like the Nintendo leaks and stuff where like people coming out with a load of fake games. It's like the amount of lists with just like celebrity names on it who are allegedly there. Apparently, Kim Kardashian's issuing a load of cease and desists to people online and all kind of stuff like that. Again,
Well,
allegedly.
Apparently, all these celebrities deleting all their Twitter feeds as well. Usher's
been doing it.
deleted all his
Absolutely. Like
tweets.
9,000 tweets.
Yeah, but then he tweeted saying, "Y'all, I got hacked," and laughing face emoji, and y'all running with it. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's just not a good look. But I mean, the videos of Justin Bieber are awful. I feel.
Did you see him
bad
getting
for him.
patted down when he was like patting him down for a while?
For a
I mean,
while.
that one could be clutching at straws. I think it.
Do you not think it looked weird though?
It did look weird, and obviously, if you're P Diddy, because that was after it was all coming out, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Do you not?
So,
Also, do you not think he's got very unfortunate initials?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, they're his own initials that he made up, aren't they? It's a fake name.
Oh, is
Sean
it?
Combs.
Of course it is. That's a good point. Yep. Sorry.
I know.
But I mean, P Diddy does
also-
sound like some sort of Batman.
Yeah, sounds like a
Okay.
VHS player from the 80s.
Yeah.
What's a VHS
Nan's
player, Dan,
P.
for our
Diddy.
younger?
Used to play tapes, and you get your parents' porn on a where it says "tag it" on the front, but it's really a dodgy episode of Eurotrash. So, yeah, did he do it then? We'll never know.
Oh, definitely.
Well, we will.
No, definitely.
We will find out
Definitely.
at some point.
He's getting locked away forever.
He's getting locked away for a very long time, but like
Yeah.
Ethan said, how long is he going to live for it? He knows some shit, and he knows some people that have done some shit. So,
Or if it does go to trial, this is going to be crazy, because there's so many people that are going to be.
Imagine Trump was there.
well, there's a video of him when he's younger going, "I am very, very good friends with P Diddy, very good friends." So, like, I don't know.
When you say
We'll
younger,
see.
do you mean like 65?
Basically, yeah, 20, 30 years ago, when he's
P Diddy, there's multiple pictures of P Diddy with Donald Trump, but there's multiple pictures of P Diddy with fucking Obama. And there's multiple, like,
There is,
He's such
yeah.
a famous person that,
And Big Mike.
you know, you see these. I was looking. I did go down the cesspit on Twitter, and I was watching videos of I was watching old P Diddy videos that were like dead creepy, like the thing about how he had Justin Bieber on his 15th birthday, and they were
Yeah,
having like
it's
a big
bad.
party for 48 hours or something. And then there's a clip of him on Conan from like the early 2000s where he's talking about his parties, and he's going, sometimes you need to lock the women in the rooms and then turn the heating up and all that to fucking tire them out and all that. Like, it's and people are just laughing, and it's on telly. Like, it's fucking mental. Like, so many people must know, but so, like, if you're a celebrity that's been to one of these parties, and maybe knows that something's going on in the background, but you don't really know because
You heard about Eminem's new song?
What?
Eminem's doing like a new song where he basically calls.
I don't think it's a new song.
Is it not a new song?
No, it's where he goes P Diddy though. Or
He said
something, yeah.
S. He said S. He says he's a rapper without the P. It's like a raper. And then he says like SA, like sexual assault.
Yeah. Well,
I
just
thought
remember,
that
like,
was awful lyric.
Wait.
to us.
yeah, less said about Eminem, the better.
That was on the
Our
new
chat.
album, wasn't
Yeah, I think it was actually.
it? Yeah.
The part I was going to say then, like the way the news cycle works, it was only May this year where that video came out. Where back in 2016, so it's taken from 2016 to 2024, where he was battering his ex-girlfriend up. Did he? You know, when he was
Cassie.
in the hotel, Cassie. Yeah.
Oh, he
Sandra
signed there
Ventura?
for like a 10 album deal and basically like sexually extorted her.
Yeah.
But he came out saying he he vehemently denied that, and then there was video footage, and then he issued apology. I feel like that was the beginning of of everything coming out against him, wasn't it? But
Yeah,
like
Me
what I'm
Too
saying
that
is,
video to come out
any
full
clip
stop.
you can go back and watch, it's just mad. Like
Yeah.
to the point where so many people must know stuff, but obviously he's such a rich and powerful person that what the fuck do you do?
It's like when all the, I mean, final point on it, but like the Weinstein stuff, and obviously then from a UK perspective, even like the Jimmy Savile stuff, like these guys were just hiding in plain sight all the way through their careers and just able to get away with what they got away with. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. Absolutely, I don't think he did it. I think he'll get away with it.
I think the Justin Bieber
You
stuff's
don't mean
crazy
that.
though, because like there's loads of videos of people at award shows like talking about Justin Bieber's fit and like
Yeah,
he's
it's
cute and all
bad.
this, and like in
Even
a few
women
years
just,
he'd be
like,
old
kiss him
enough
on
and
the
all
lips and
this, and it's
stuff,
like
and-
I just like that wasn't even that long ago. It's like what 2010, like. Like I know. There's this whole thing of like, oh, you can't joke about fucking anything anymore, can ya? Like, I know like jokes. There's like a thing of jokes, but then like, surely if we're just talking about how in a few years you'll be able to shag a child, and that was only like fucking 10 years ago, man.
Well, it was South Park
how,
episode.
How is that mad? That's
Oh
fucking
no,
mental.
even better. There was a movie with Stephen Merchant in called "I Give It a Year," and what's it? Minnie Driver jokes about that, saying like she was talking about Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I remember.
And
that.
Stephen Merchant's like, he's not of age. He's like, oh, but he'd know what to do. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. Funny movie though.
Yeah, the South Park episode where Kyle's brother Ike, who in the episodes are like a toddler, but
With
is
a teacher.
sleeping with the 30, presumably 30. But whenever the police find out, they're like, but they all storm the school, thinking it's like paedophile and it's going to be a man with a child, and then they find out it's a woman with the car, and they just go nice. But that's the Bieber thing. It's like people. It's
So
fine
wrong.
when it's the other way around.
Yeah, but Dan, that's so wrong.
Oh no, yeah, but that's the joke. That's why it's a joke.
But it's interesting, like the one of Justin Bieber, like I think there's an award show one where like someone tries to kiss Justin Bieber or something, and he's like, I think he's 18.
Oh,
or
he
whatever,
leans
but-
back. Yeah.
Yeah, but like at that time, if there was a man that did that to like a young girl artist, I feel like it would have been frowned upon. So the time, I know there's different implications and all this, but like the timing of it has gone from everyone jokes about everything. Like if you watch, you were just saying then, Carl, about like the Justin Bieber joke in I'd Give It a Year. What's that film, like 2011 or something? But like in like the 90s, you'd have jokes in comedy films about like young girls and stuff, wouldn't you? Which just
All the
wouldn't
time.
fly now.
Yeah.
And now it's just none of it's okay. But like,
But
Yeah,
when
it's
Ariana
fucking
Grande
crazy,
was
isn't
getting
it?
fondled by the religious guy.
I must admit, I mean, I don't know how fucking down this rabbit hole you want to go, but I honestly think that people that are attracted to the people that are attracted to Ariana Grande, or like Jenna Ortega, people like that,
Yeah.
like they look young. Do you not think that's weird? Do you not think it's a bit weird? Like,
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Ariana Grande looks like a fucking like 16, 17-year-old. So it's like, I don't know. I just kind of think it's kind of weird, don't you?
Yeah, there's that.
Just a record. Ariana Grande is only a year younger than me, but
Yeah, she
she's
has got that.
She's 31. So I thank you for the compliment. I will grow out my beard.
So will she. It'll be fine.
Be interested to see what she does in the next few years. Well, I won't at all, but it'd be interesting to see
In what way, Ethan?
I won't be interested to see what she does musically in any way, but I'd be interested to see what she does musically in a general sense, because she can no longer, if she's in her 30s, she can no longer really do that big long jumper thing and be like, she's got to come out as a powerful woman now, you know what I mean? Then to the next phase of her career. So
It has to be the
I love
change.
that.
gonna
That's
be-
so true. That is so true.
get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like Justin Timberlake still kind of doing that whole
Drunk driver thing.
boy, but he's
Yeah,
like, yeah, this is going to ruin the tour. But
Can't really talk about that
I'm
kind of, but yeah.
yeah.
Two things you got in common. Okay.
What's the other one?
Not saying on the podcast. So we asked Laurie last week to predict the game week's results. Ethan, do you want to know how he got on?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So West Ham versus Chelsea was the early kickoff. and none of us predicted that Chelsea would win. Carl predicted a 2-0 loss, so based West Ham United 2, Chelsea
Go fuck
0.
yourself.
I said 1-1. Laurie said 0-0. None of us got a point for that. Aston Villa versus Wolves. That was 3-1 to Villa.
Ooh.
So Laurie had it at 2-1.
So you
I had
do
it
that.
2-0. You had it 1-1, Carl.
Yeah.
Fulham Newcastle. It was 3-1 to Fulham. I had it 2-1 to Fulham. Laurie had 3-0 Newcastle. You had 1-0 Newcastle. Leicester City Everton. Fair play to Laurie. He got it right on the fucking nose. It was 1-1. I said it was going to be 2-1 to Everton. You said 3-2 to Leicester. You shithouse. Liverpool Bournemouth. Laurie said 2-0. I said 2-2. You said 1-0.
Laurie was closest.
Laurie was closest, yeah.
Did you see that match this week, Dan?
Talk about that in a minute. Southampton versus Ipswich Town. That finished 1-1. I had it 1-1, so I nailed that one. So that's 2 perfect results I've got. Laurie said 1-0. You did say a draw, though, Carl. I'll give you that. Tottenham Hotspur versus Brentford. It finished 3-1. Carl was the only one that predicted a Spurs win at 2-0. So, a couple
Up the
goals out.
spuds.
Okay. Big phalange. And then Crystal Palace versus Man United was at 5:30. That ended 0-0. None of us got a draw. Laurie said Man United 1-0. I said 2-1 Palace. You said 1-0 Palace. Then on the Sunday, we had Brighton versus Nottingham Forest. That finished 2-2. None of us said the draw. Then Manchester City versus Arsenal. One of us got the draw, and that was Laurie. He had 0-0. That was a 2-2 result. I said 2-1 City. You said 2-1 City as well.
Sunday was a double Desmond, wasn't it?
Was? No, it wasn't.
It was. It was 2-2, 2-2. Double Desmond.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the predictions.
Right,
So well played, Laurie. You got a couple. I'm battering Carl by the looks of things. I'll get the leaderboard up to date, and I will tell you all about that
Please don't.
next
It's
time.
not good, is it? It's not good.
Carl doesn't like being behind. It's fine. So Ethan's given his predictions for the weekend. As we're going through, I'll take Carl and Dan's as well. Talk
You
about
on the
myself.
FPL, gents, by the way?
No,
We're not in a
not on
league
the
together,
FPL.
are we?
No, I
No,
don't like the
I hate
FPL.
it.
You're not, Carl. I would have
I
thought
hate
you'd
it.
be on that.
Hate it with a passion. I used
Yeah,
to
it's
do.
got
I used to
new
do. I used to
vibes.
do NFL fantasy league, and the last time I played it, I won. And the kind of like the benefit from winning was that you could pick the kind of like the naming convention the next year, and so mine was like I actualized the league, and so the next year it was like your road name followed by a actual theme. So I lived in Brereton Avenue, so I made it Brereton Buffalo Wings or something like no.
Is that a
No.
sexualized term?
No, it was Brereton Beef Curtains.
Jesus Christ. Why would Buffalo wings
anyway.
come into your head as...
It was the PC version, I guess. Anyway, they kicked me out of the league.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Really? Who are you in with? People you work with or something?
Yeah, people I work with.
Oh,
yeah.
this is family.
And my mum worked in HR, so
Yeah, well, there we go.
it was a work league.
I'm going to fire us
That
through
was
these
just
predictions.
so when you said that though. I was in a NFL league for one season and I won it. So, all right, they went. All right, mate, no
Full idea.
professionals.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I'm not professional. Well, you should be.
Yeah.
Right. Newcastle versus Man City on a Saturday. Ethan has said 1-1. Carl, what
Yeah.
are you saying?
3-0 City.
Okay, I'm going to say... Because without Rodri now, so I'm going to go for 1-0. Oh, so 3-0 City, sorry. I put not 3. I'm going to go for 1-0 to Newcastle.
Not reckon a statement draw, statement point.
Potentially, but I think... So who they're going to play in that Rodri role now? It's going to be Kovacic, isn't it? So,
Carl Hughes.
okay. Arsenal versus Leicester. Ethan said 2-1 to the Gooners.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Carl?
3-0 Arsenal. They will
3-0.
be. It's too soon for Arsenal. For Leicester to hire a defence against the dark arts coach. So, yeah.
What,
I think
Arteta?
He does look like the Mysterions from Captain Scarlet. He looks like,
doesn't he?
Arteta does
That's
like
a very good
that
thing.
guy, doesn't he?
Have you not seen about the complaints
Captain
this
Black.
week? The complaints this week about like Arsenal and their dark arts to the league.
It's just it's like what Mourinho used to do. I can't really take too much offence to it. It's
That's
boring to
what-
watch.
shit.
You
Housery.
can't, but everyone else can.
Part of the bus housery.
Well, no, because he told that 17-year-old, didn't he, to go tell Raya to just go on the floor.
Are we back on Diddy again? Or?
Again. Oh, so it's a 17-year-old. Here's some
throwing
baby oil.
baby oil all over the pitch, just like allegedly. Brentford versus West Ham. Ethan said 1-0 to West Ham. Carl?
2-0 Brentford.
Ooh. I think, I don't. What's the manager's name? Lepedugu.
Lopez Louis.
I'm going to say 1-1. Chelsea versus Brighton. Ethan's backed the Blues at 1-0. Carl?
1-0 Brighton.
Okay.
Every fucking week.
Every fucking week. And I'm
That
going
way
to
it
say...
is.
Yeah, basically. 3-1 to Chelsea.
They're doing all right so far, aren't they?
Well, you fuck off.
Got a lot of players.
You wasted Larry.
Got enough players for it, haven't they? Who does Larry support?
Sheffield United.
He does.
Really?
The Blades, yeah.
Blades.
The Blades,
Do you know,
yeah.
you'd know if you listened. But
Well, I knew what his favourite drink was, so how did that work out? I must have skipped through it. You're boring me.
because you met him at EGX.
Everton versus Crystal Palace.
The first thing I
1-0.
did, Carl, I skipped. I pressed my thumb into the centre of the episode to see whether it would come through both fucking eardrums before I started listening to it.
I don't know what you mean. Nobody listens to episode 4. Yeah, fucking hell.
Everton versus Crystal Palace. Can you guys focus? Fucking hell. Ethan said
Sorry.
1-0. Carl?
2-3.
You shit house. I'm going to go for... I think they're building on it, but I still think they're
Cannibal,
going to draw. 1-1, I'm going to say. Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. Forest at home. 1-1. Carl?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 0-1.
Okay, I'm going to go for... It's a tricky one, that, because Fulham got a good result. So I'm going to say 0-2. Then Wolves versus Liverpool. Ethan's gone for a 2-0 win for the Reds.
Up the fucking Reds. We can talk about that game or not? By the
Are
way.
you gonna predict the score? Or are you gonna...
I will do. Yeah, 0-2. I'll go for 0-2 again.
Zero. though.
I'm gonna say
What do you say?
1-1.
Do you say 0-2? What do you? What do
Yeah,
you say?
true. Actually, I guess
0-2?
that's a fair point. Yeah.
What would you say?
Be more dark, I'd say.
2-2. Ipswich versus Villa on Sunday. Carl? Ethan said 1-1.
1-0. Surprise.
And then-
A shock result.
I'm going to say 1-2. And then United versus Tottenham on Sunday evening.
Big call,
Ethan said
that, by the way.
3-1.
That's a big call, that.
I
That's a
think
big call.
Spurs have got more, so I'm going to say 0-1.
Oh, you say 0 rather than 0 or 0.
Nil point.
I'm gonna say a 2-1 victory for Ange's mates.
1-2. Okay. And then final match, Bournemouth versus Southampton. 1-2 is what Ethan's gone for.
Who's asked?
You've got to be. So
1-1.
I'm going to say 1-1 as well. Okay. Sound. See how Ethan gets on next week. That'd be interesting.
Notice there, Carl. And if you're looking at the doc while he entered it, he went to, because it was my prediction, Carl's prediction, Dan's prediction, and on that last one he entered his prediction last, and then he entered your. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but basically he went, oh, I'll go for that as well after you said 1-1. So
Yeah, I thought that was
might be a bit of strategy there, and you're copying off the scores there, Daniel.
Well, you know what I mean. I think when you're ahead, mate, you've just got to play in the dark arts, and that's me being an Arteta. So, do you want to talk about the Liverpool match?
Let's talk about it, Dan. Let's talk about 13 pints.
That was a lot of pints. So we started drinking in the what's it called?
The halfway house.
Halfway house. So you had two pints in there.
Yep.
Watching the remainder of the Chelsea match, which was good.
Not for me.
And
What were you on? What are you drinking?
Guinness.
All night Guinness.
All night.
Guinness.
13 Guinness.
13 fucking Guinness.
Iron Man. Wake up looking like the Thing the next day.
We
You should've
literally
seen-
fucking were, mate.
You should see the colour of my stool.
Honestly,
Christ.
it was like It was a mixture of like hemorrhoid popping blood and just
Wow.
like Guinness. It was horrible. Oh, disgusting. Iron Curtain.
Good
But
though,
it was
wasn't
good.
it?
Yeah, it was good. Then we went to
The Arkles.
Yeah, we were there for a bit.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then after the match, we went to
Leo Casino.
Leo Casino. We were there playing poker, and Carl and I were very drunk.
I got told off.
Carl fell asleep on me in the car,
Yeah.
which is quite funny. I
Yeah.
was like, "Get off me!" I don't remember getting in, and I made a tit out of myself by falling through the door, waking the missus up, spilling water absolutely fucking everywhere. Yeah, and then getting into bed fully dressed. So there you go. That was my Saturday. So thank you
Standard
for
that.
Ethan.
They should
Thank you
pick
for
yourself.
thank you for supplying the tickets, mate. I appreciate that.
Fine.
Your season tickets.
Not mine. They're not mine. They're my brothers. They're
Brothers.
my granddad's, which is why I've got them. So, yeah, I'll let you know. You're in the you're on the friends and family now, aren't you, gents? So,
He's not. He's not.
Yeah.
It's not. He's not a female.
I enjoyed watching it. It was good. I did enjoy going to a football match. Last couple of matches I've been to were Everton games. So, yeah, I know, not ideal.
Good game, though, to be fair. We played well.
I thought you played all right. Yeah, I thought the goals were great. I thought the rest of it was a bit flat.
Nunez's goal was quality,
Yeah, that was great.
especially from where we were sat. From where we were sat, they were great seats to see in off the post. Sorry.
Yeah, it was good because it did look like it was going wide from the angle, and then it just kind of kicked in at the end and hit the post.
Yeah, that's why I said in off the.
They're the best, aren't they? When they hit the post together.
Yeah.
Okay, fucking hell. Let's not have a conversation about the football because you turn into a dickhead. In Carl's nerdy corner, you said Valve is testing ARM64 support.
Fucking cool. This every week I say it's fucking cool. So okay. So we've talked about instruction sets before. Okay. Fuck off. Great instruction sets. So we're talking about CPUs before, and so the current Steam Deck uses an AMD processor, an APU, which is an accelerated processing unit, as I've just messaged Nathan about. However, apparently Valve are looking into ARM-based processors instead. So current MacBooks use ARM-based processors, and they boast about the fact that they're more performant and they get better battery life, which is true because they've got a reduced instruction set, which is more efficient. So if Steam can nail gaming on ARM, and if you consider that last week, for those avid listener singular, that Windows are removing anti-cheat from a kernel level perspective, essentially the next Steam Deck, if it uses ARM and they nail it, could have an incredible battery life, be incredibly performant, and play really good games.
Okay. All right.
Very
Got me
nice.
interested.
What's this anti-cheat element? Because I have heard about a couple of games not being able to play certain games because of the anti-cheat situation.
Did you hear about the CloudStrike hack from about 2 months ago in Azure? Well, actually, around the world. So, there was a moment where in airports across the world who had
I heard about that. Yeah.
So, because CloudStrike was embedded at a kernel level, if an operating system level, the whole thing, Microsoft now are looking at moving that away from a kind of a base level in their operating system, which means that those kind of issues wouldn't happen. However, there is an alternate effect in that anti-cheat systems are and also antiviruses, which is a problem for them, but we're talking about gaming. So anti-cheat systems are embedded also in the kernel level. If that's removed from it, then that means that Linux-based systems, which are emulating, is emulating the right word? I'm not sure emulating is the right word. They're actually translating the APIs of Windows. So it means that those anti-cheat systems, in the same way that games can be played on Linux systems, those anti-cheat systems can also run, meaning that the Steam Deck, which runs on Linux, can play EAFC, which currently it can't do because of the anti-cheat system, or like the Battlefield games that EA is it EA?
Yeah.
The Battlefield games.
Yeah.
So they can't currently be played because of the anti-cheat system. Well, soon maybe they can because it's been removed.
That would be great. That was. I can't remember what the game was that I wanted to download on the Steam Deck. It might have even. It's not Fortnite because Fortnite doesn't really work on Steam Deck, does it?
I think so.
Might be right.
I don't know if the anti-cheat is an issue.
Yeah,
but it might be right. Be Smite as well as another one.
Oh, you know what? You know why? Maybe Fortnite is because it's on the Epic Store rather than Steam.
Yeah. Well, I know it's a ball like to download to actually play.
Yeah.
Fortnite on Steam Deck, but I don't know whether you can. Once you've done it, you can because of the anti-cheat thing. But I know there's certain games that, because obviously they're running through Linux or whatever. So that would be great.
It's it's fascinating that though.
So we're going to. We definitely that was actually interesting for once. So yeah, fine. We're going to talk about our deals and we're going to close off this episode. So I'm going to go last. Carl, you've just posted up a Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, do you want to open that?
For an Xbox Series X, which is located in where I live, which is conveniently my Series X, you dickhead. So yeah, I am selling my Xbox Series X.
Let's have a look at the photography.
It's there, yeah. I know, in anticipation, it's at the back there if anyone wants to see. Anticipation of the PS
Did you open it before now?
Yeah, I just opened it.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, so I've got to say it as well. I've created a market.
Decent, only one image.
Just one image. Yeah, I didn't really want to overdo it. It's Xbox.
TLC, no scrubs.
Yeah.
Did you write this description or have you done it on AI?
I copied and pasted it from another Xbox description.
I was going to say, cause it sounds like you work for Microsoft.
Didn't you know?
I was going to take the piss out of the photography, but it's decent Facebook Market. As far as Facebook Marketplace listings go, it's decent.
It's fine. Usually just get somebody weird in a mirror.
Any bites, Dan?
Nothing. Well, one person tried to offer me 150 quid for my PSVR 2, which was a slap round the chops, but I politely declined it. So there we go. Apart from that, nothing. It's very quiet. I might need to reduce rates, I think.
You've always got CEX.
You should have just replied, seems like you need to bring yourself back to reality or something like some sort of zinger like that.
Reality 2. Ethan, your deal is 80% off the Castlevania Anniversary Collection on the eShop.
Nice.
Yeah, but I added another one in because I think that deal ends today. So if you're listening to this, you've already fucked it if you didn't already buy it. Yeah,
such a pro.
The Witcher Trilogy is £8.40 something, 47. Have I put there? £8.58 on Steam. So that's really good, isn't it?
That's very good.
Mm.
Okay.
And obviously, The Witcher 3 looks great on the Steam Deck. So big plus.
I'm not sure about the first two. How the first two games run on.
Two's all right. Two's all right.
Yeah, because they're kind of like keyboard and mouse, the combat, isn't it? But
yeah.
Thingy, though, Dan, you saying about Halo earlier as well. The Master Chief Collection's like £8.50 on Steam now at the minute as well, I think.
It's always one that always comes up in my deals as well. Whenever I see it there, I'm just like, oh, what an absolute steal for all those games. And it runs so well. So, always worth a go. Right, it's the moment Carl's been waiting for.
I've been waiting for this for he's been teasing me. The absolute break. I'm pretty sure I got it though. Yeah, last night.
Which one did you say?
The Ambinic RG35XX.
You called it, but it's the Plus.
Very nice.
So I kind of give you it.
It's nice, isn't it? It looks so good.
So I'm so surprised at the bill. So for context, Ethan, I got a really shit one.
For a £5.
And I can't open the drawer, so I can't even get it. But it was like a £5, and it was really bad. I was just like, bought it because it was. I've been playing Mario.
Can't say it.
GBA Mario.
The screen looks very good.
The screen is absolutely gorgeous, and it's so much fun to play. Like the UI on it's brilliant. I think it's Onion, is it, or something?
Garlic OS.
Garlic OS.
Yeah.
Onions.
They are the same family though of vegetable. So.
Carl's Nerdy Corner. But even the fact that it comes preloaded with like a couple of hundred games is pretty decent. And
but you've got all 100.
Yeah.
You've got all 100 of them, haven't you?
I've got all of those. So and then it's so easy to download ROMs.
It came preloaded with all of those games because you sent them all the ROMs that you'd acquired yourself.
Dan.txt.
Yeah, that's basically what it worked as. But yeah, I've literally not stopped playing Mario Tennis on GBA. I think it's called Mario Tennis Advance. Not really. It's quite hard to show you, but like,
I tell you, that screen is quite. The bezels even look really good.
But the sound's fantastic. The controls are great. I think let me have a little look. Let's see if we can go to main menu.
How many games use both the two back triggers? Out of curiosity,
I've not programmed them for anything yet, but again, within the UI, it's super easy to go in, configure them round, and change what you want. So
what's the battery life like?
I think it was like 5 hours.
That's so good. Is it Type C?
PS1 as well, doesn't it?
So it goes up to PS1, but it's got
cool
Dreamcast on it as well.
That's cool as shit.
So then you got. I'm trying to get it to not. Don't even get it. But it's just so easy to like see the games on there, and you can get different OSs for it, where potentially you can make the thing look better. I'll try and.
Cool. That's cool. That's better than your Xbox.
It's not. But it's nice, and like I said, I'm surprised that I've been playing it as much, because like I said, I only got it yesterday, and normally these things I'll buy them, I'll find it cool for like an hour, and I'll kind of like sit there, and then maybe I'll pick it up, but literally I've been playing Mario Tennis, or whatever the equivalent is.
You know what you should do? You should take all the ROMs off it, and then transfer it to your Steam Deck that I installed EmuDeck on, so that you can just do it on your Steam Deck instead.
I mean, I like that idea, but I also like the idea of this little thing and just it being portable and.
Well, you're going to London, aren't you, Dan? So that's a nice little.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
London job, innit?
Yeah, take this with me. So rather than looking around.
I thought you were coming.
What, sorry?
I thought Ethan was coming.
I mean, he's going this week, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
I'm coming to EGX. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bit different.
I need to look at stuff for that because it's going to be fucking. Very expensive, isn't it? I got my pass through though.
You can top and tail with that.
You already booked though, didn't you? Because I was thinking of going down on a Friday maybe, but
we're booked. But there's nothing stopping you staying with us on Saturday, and then you can stay wherever you want on the Friday.
I'll just stay on a park bench or something like that.
You could do that, yeah. That's it.
Probably have to pay for that, won't you? Won't you?
That's what I mean. The rent on that would be ridiculous.
Either way, in London, your phone will get robbed.
I won't. London's fine. It's not as bad as people think.
Well, if you check Instagram Reels.
Okay.
All my Instagram Reels are like Harry Potter Lego, so I don't know what algorithm you have, Carl.
All of mine are not broadcastable, so fair enough.
Yeah, I know. I see half of them. We've been casual mode. Carl, anything else before we leave?
No.
Ethan, anything else you want to promote or anything? Are you writing on anything at the moment? Anything coming out?
Switch Player. It's coming out next issue. Switch Player 71 is coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that if you want to support print media. If you don't, fuck off.
Go fuck yourselves.
Just have a great day, everyone listening, and thanks for having me on, gents. It's great to have a good old chin wag with you two. I'm a bit annoyed that you're not coming down there Thursday to format, but
I get back at 8 o'clock at night.
So come then, mate.
I might do. I might text you and just go if I'm still feeling up for it. After my presentation, I'll come and find you. But yeah,
I've got no money at all anyway. I only get paid on Monday, so
I get
paid on
Monday.
Are you not getting paid for this appearance now?
Well, it depends whether you give me the PS5 or not. So but
I mean, it's not going to be very expensive soon. So
yeah, so I won't be having a mad one anyway. So I don't feel like you need to. But it looks decent. I was looking at it before on Twitter. It looks really good.
Yeah, it does look good. I know. It's Simran's pulling out all the stops, which is good to see. It's growing from strength to strength.
Fantastic.
All right, chaps. Have a wonderful time. Keep it casual.
Cheers, Kevin.
Thanks, guys.
Jesus.
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.